Well, one of the biggest stories to come out of the coronavirus pandemic has been the impact on workers across the country and right here in Maryland. And last week we saw an additional 47,000 Marylanders file new claims for unemployment benefits. And joining us this morning with an update on how things are going is Maryland Labor Secretary Tiffany Robinson. Thanks for joining us again this morning.
Thank you so much for having me, and good morning.
Good morning. Well, let's talk about what happened yesterday. The big rollout of the new One Stop Shop website, and then something went wrong.
It was a bit of a rough start, to say the least. So I just want to thank Marylanders for hanging in there with us. You know, when you're dealing with technology, I tried to make sure we had all the assurances, and despite rigorous testing of the system, there are some things that apparently cannot be tested until live production. So like I said, our vendor worked throughout the day. We were happy that as of late afternoon, 4:30, from then on, things were running smoothly, no error messages, and minor tweaks and glitches are continuing to be repaired. As time goes through, they're going to be on top of it all day today, all weekend, and next week. I will tell you that those numbers for last week, the 47,000 new claims, they're down from weeks before, but we knew we were going to see a new surge. And despite some of the issues that we faced with technology yesterday, in the last 24 hours, we have processed 38,000 new claims on the site. That's
Wow.
in one day on our new application. Over 67 new accounts have been activated. So we've had almost 220,000 individual users in the system, including about 60,000 in the system filing claims at about midnight last night. So if you can't tell, we're not getting much sleep, and we are doing everything in our power because we know Marylanders have been patient, and we apologize for the inconvenience and the delays, but we're going to make this happen.
All right, when you talk about that 38,000, is that a number that's going to be added to the unemployment numbers when they come out again this Thursday?
That's correct. They will be included in those numbers. So that will be for the prior week. I'm not sure if that's this Thursday, if they'll be in the next numbers. But yeah, that's and considering that there were some problems, during the difficulties yesterday, I know some people thought that the site completely crashed. It never did that. We always had people working through the system. We just had a lot of error messages. You know, one small error can bounce around and lead to a major system problem when we have so much volume.
Yeah, it's like a domino effect.
So we worked through those, and right now people are filing claims, filing weekly certifications smoothly, and we still have those dedicated email addresses. So we hope people will reach out to us if they are having any issues, because we have hundreds of people involved with our vendor on the line, ready to take those issues and handle them for us in real time.
How are the phone calls going now? Because we are still hearing from people who say they're still trying to get a real live person and they can't, and they're frustrated. So I know that you've hired additional people. How has this whole system been working?
So every day it's getting a little bit better, and we expect that to continue, especially with the success of this new comprehensive system, which is a Department of Labor launched unemployment insurance system that is comprehensive to take every type of unemployment insurance claim. It's nothing like any other state has. Other states have set up individual systems for the new CARES Act programs. We have included everything into one system to try and make it as easy as possible. And once we get through these glitches, I do believe it's going to be a model for the nation. In terms of the phone lines, we are in the process of hiring 100 additional employees to take those calls and claims, but we have immediately stood up an additional vendor with unemployment insurance professionals. 100 of those people are taking calls now, and as of next week, we will be up to 200. That's going very successfully because those people understand the system, and they are helping relieve those phone lines. With the new online system, we actually have seen additional calls with people just trying to get some help working themselves through the system. But as we work through the glitches, and as more people file their claims and become familiar with the new online system, we do believe the call volume will go down, and it will be a lot easier for Marylanders in the coming days and weeks to get through to us.
And then, of course, the million-dollar question for some people is, when are they going to see their benefits, even folks who filed when this initially happened?
Sure. So many who filed when it initially happened have already seen their benefits. Some people, if they have a very streamlined and simple claim and there's no conflicting information from the employer, they're being paid in 8 to 10 days. However, on average, it's taking us about 21 days to get payments out. That's the average across the nation. Those are levels to be in compliance with the federal government. However, I will tell you that with the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program, the one that is just launched under the CARES Act for independent contractors, self-employed, that's a little bit of a streamlined process because we don't have to verify with a separate employer. We simply have to verify that their employment is licensed and true, and that the wages they report are actual, so that we can calculate their benefits. So we're doing everything in our power to streamline that process. In addition to, borrowing people from other parts of our division to make sure that we're paying benefits into the pockets of Marylanders as quickly as possible.
And you even have some new things on the horizon. You're talking about a virtual assistant named Dana. I want to hear more about that, and a new mobile app.
That's right. I hope Dana, my assistant secretary for the Unemployment Insurance Division, is tuned in, because her team requested that virtual agent be named after her. She is our unemployment insurance guru, and we were proud to do that. Launching in the coming hours and days, we will be launching that virtual agent. So as people are on our system on the website, a chat box will pop up and ask them if it can help them, and it will be with the way technology works, it can search through our frequently asked questions and our website, and it will be loaded with so much information. We hope that will be able to answer a lot of Marylanders' questions without having to wait on our phone lines. And then, as you also mentioned, yes, on the heels of this application launch, we will be launching a mobile app. It is also coming. We're actually only waiting for approvals from Google and Apple and Android to launch that. But that will allow Marylanders also to alleviate having to call, because they will be able to go onto the mobile app, check the status of their claim and their payments, and see what's happening in real time on their own phones.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge game changer for a lot of people. I want you to know, last week I fired off a lot of questions to you, and a lot of people were really frustrated, but I got a really nice message from a woman on Facebook this morning who said before she was in tears, she finally got someone on the phone, someone named Joseph, if you might know who that is, who was extremely helpful and really calmed her down and walked her through the entire process. So I just wanted to pass along the good with some of the frustration too.
I appreciate that very much. We also are receiving many of those messages. Sometimes it's nice to hear the good feedback, so thank you for that.
Oh, well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. A lot of folks tuning in. They have so many questions, and really appreciate you giving us some of your time today.
Absolutely. Have a wonderful Saturday.
Thank you, Secretary Robinson, for joining us. The Labor Department has expanded their call center hours for unemployment claims to include Saturdays. The call center will be open from 8 until noon today. The number to call, 410-949-0022.